this passion moment gives me the opportunity to share my passions, but also really and literally to give the presentation of my life. I was born at a bridge in time. Is it going? Ooh, back. I was born at a bridge in time. It was the autumn equinox, 1964. And that was actually the bridge between night and day, winter and summer, between the cusp of the zodiac cycle and right on the bridge of the boomer and the X generations. I was also born 4 weeks premature. And I spent my first 4 weeks in an incubator, deprived of all human contact, except for my mother who stayed by my side, and every 4 hours she'd take me out to hold me, to breastfeed me, and literally inoculate me with good health. Now, my mother loved life. She was always focused on fun. In her youth, she was a tennis champion. In her older years, she was an accomplished yogi. And many of you knew my mother, who met her, know that she had a great life and loved life. Well, last year the tables turned when I took 6 months off to be by my mother by her side while she died. Now, my mother loved adventure, and from the surf to the snow, she focused on fun. Yet it was the outdoor life caught up on her, and last year, on the winter solstice, she succumbed to melanoma. Yet, up until the day she died, she taught me that you can spread joy and gratitude, and it's not only possible to live well, but it's possible to die well. She's still teaching me. 2 weeks after Mum died, I attended a rite of passage retreat with my son, who was becoming a man. We spent 5 days talking about our contribution to the world and talked about how a rite of passage is actually for the whole community. It's like that song where there are 6 in the bed and the little one said, "Roll over," and they all rolled over and one fell out. Well, that's what happened to me. My mother had rolled over to become an ancestor. I had rolled over to become an elder, and my son had rolled over to become a man. And in a lot of traditional societies, when a father brings a new man into the community, he's recognized as an elder and said, "You've done your contribution, you can now follow your passion." Well, that was me last year, and I was thinking, what do I want to do with my life? What's my contribution? And when I thought about my passions, I naturally thought about fun. And that's really driven my whole career. When I started out in medical school, I thought that to have the most fun, you have to be well. And for me to have the most fun in my life, I had to become a wellness expert. And that led me to spend 40 years at university, where I studied Western medicine, Eastern medicine, biomedical engineering, and really devoted a career on combining conventional medicine and bridging conventional medicine with complementary medicine and making wellness a legitimate academic discipline. Over that time, I've done original research on herbs and supplements, on acupuncture, on energy medicine, on detoxification, on health retreats, nutrition, organic food, and hot springs, saunas, and elite athletic performance. I'm still researching. But I think the most important thing I've learned is that I cannot be well unless we are well. Fun is amplified when it's shared. And the connections I've made, and over the last 13 years, I've been at every summit and made connections with many of you out there. And I really think that the best future for humanity is for the wellness industry to become the dominant industry on Earth. And I believe it's the people in this room that will help tip the scales and make that happen. We're all at a bridge in time. We're all at a tipping point. And this wellness industry really needs to step up and absorb all other industries. I mean, it beats the alternative, yeah? Now, inspired by the Global Wellness Institute moonshot of a world without preventable disease, I set myself a goal of a world where everyone can bathe in clean water. And I founded Bathe the World Foundation. I've actually treated this year as I feel like I've graduated from university after 40 years. Last year, I quit my tenured professorship. So after 40 years, I'm no longer bound to the university. And I feel like I've just graduated from university and I'm on my gap year. And I'm sort of exploring things to do. And I really want to focus on wellness. So I founded the Bathe the World Foundation, which is focused on providing clean water infrastructure, celebrating World Bathing Day, June 22nd, and promoting a healthy bathing culture. I've also branded myself as Dr. Marc and created the Extreme Wellness Institute, which does citizen science projects on the microbiome and healthy living. It promotes water filters that filter both bathing and drinking water. And it develops nutraceuticals, cosmeceuticals, food as medicine using medicinal herbs, CBD, and live ferments. I'm also promoting extreme wellness programs and retreats. And the retreats feature extreme bathing. And I run adventure bathing expeditions that use backpack hot tubs and backpack steam rooms to create wilderness destinations as leave no trace wellness destinations. It's a really great solution for over-tourism. And I've created a company, Habitat Health, which aims to disrupt the whole real estate market by linking, using metrics that link human health with location. I've also created my own publishing company and published my first children's book. Pronoia Press is my publishing house. And I've written my first illustrated children's book. And I think that's given me more joy than publishing a dozen textbooks and 100 scientific peer-reviewed papers. So I'd just like to say that this book is about giving thanks and finding fun. And I'm really thrilled to be able to say that you're all going to have a copy of this book as you leave this room. So on behalf of myself, the Bathe the World Foundation, I'm thrilled to be able to gift you that. I hope it inspires you to find your fun, and hopefully we can have fun together and join together and shape the future. And for this opportunity, I give thanks.